Welcome to the Augusta Civic Center, Munzing Media's production of Moose Basketball, brought to you by Maine Athletic Fundraising. So we're getting starters here. Dexter Moore, number 2, the sophomore, out of Florida.
At 5'9", a guard from Machias, Maine, number 10.
Roy Milo. Ben Tier, out of Machias, great basketball player is Ben.
Number 13,
Brandon Blakely, out of Albany, Georgia.
7, a forward from Orlando, Florida, number 43, Ivory Sneed.
Ivory Sneed, I remember Ivory last year, big board banger inside guy out of Orlando, Florida, the 6'7" senior. So we get the Moose. The Clippers have been introduced. Your main Moose about to take the floor on the intros. The girls are all lined up. The women, I should say, lined up to greet them through the tunnel as we'll get set to go.
For the University of Maine Augusta's Moose, at 5'8", a guard from Newport, Rhode Island.
Out of Newport, Rhode Island, will be Darylus Murray, the 5'8" freshman.
At 6'2", a guard from Yuma, Arizona, number 11, Noah Thompson.
Out of Yuma, Arizona, Noah Thompson. We say Heather Thompson's watching out in Arizona.
From Turlock, California, number 15,
Brandon Rogers, out of Turlock, California.
A guard from Hartford, Connecticut, number 30, Joseph Davila.
Joseph Davila. Joseph, a good game the other night. He's out of Hartford, Connecticut. And the soon-to-be 2,000-point scorer, Keith Chesley, out of Clinton, Maine, Lawrence High School. So we'll get set to go in this one. The Clippers of the University of Maine at Machias, they come in 11-8 overall, 8-3 in the conference. University of Maine at Augusta, 11-13 overall, 6-4 in the conference. Should be a good matchup, Nate. So it'll be Sneed and Rogers tipped around, and it'll be Tier with it out front. Tier, the fabulous point guard here from Machias, finishing up his senior year. Remember seeing Ben's games when he played for Machias, one of the premier players his senior year in high school. He's continued to have a great career down at Machias. Milo got it inside, and Sneed for 2.
Yeah, you got to figure they're going to feature Sneed as much as they can here on the early on. Going against Rogers should be a pretty good matchup as we move into this game.
Rogers got it outside, takes it on Sneed, takes it right at him, lips it up. No, second chance opportunity. Keith was trying to contest for the rebound and didn't get it, as we said at the open. Keith Chesley, 2 points away from a milestone of 2,000, and the women's team is down underneath the basket. They're just waiting for this to happen, and they'll stop and have a ceremony here. Good take underneath, and it goes to Sneed. He's got it ripped away out of the hands and off Sneed, so good job by Rogers. Staying active with the hands.
Yeah, Rogers with the swipe. Got the deflection off of Sneed's leg. Lucky for him, it didn't bounce off his own leg and go out of bounds.
Just underway, 2-0 here. The Clippers on the scoreboard first. Noah. Iron, no, Sneed bound. Come the Clippers. Good looking take. Having a hard time with the Machias numbers, Nate. Gee, because they're small and dark.
Yeah, that was Milo.
Yeah, that was Milo. Davila outside, he's got it, Joseph.
Joe's come on as of late, Rob, as we've watched him early on this season. Very different player here moving on in the late part of the season for UMA.
Milo got it left side out there to Blakely. Blakely rebound Rogers. Thompson got ahead of the pack, but they couldn't connect with him. Comes out high. Rogers got an open 3 look. No, won't go. Keith on the rebound. Keeps it alive for Murray. Murray irons, no. Rebound Rogers. Head and shoulder fake goes up. Glasses home. Pretty head and shoulder fake there to set that one up. Got Sneed off his feet, and Rogers with the glass kiss home.
Yeah, the difference in matchups here, Rob, is Sneed's got to come out and play Rogers at the top of the key, where Rogers doesn't necessarily have to do that with Sneed being as high as he is right now.
He's out high to set it for Tier. Tier's going to dribble, penetrate inside, and Tier is a fantastic passer there, and he connected with Brandon Blakely for two, the 6'3 junior out of Albany, Georgia. 5-4, Moose by one. Murray's going to loop it into Rogers. Rogers off to a good start here. All the way over, comes to Dallas. Murray's looking for some help here. Got it inside. Keith goes up, no. Rebound knocked away and into the hands of Ben Tier. Tier comes, he's going to start popping. Kiss it home.
Yeah, Dallas has got to know he's got to come out and stop the ball above the three-point line if he's going to be guarding Tier.
Yeah, Tier's a tremendous player. There goes Joseph, and swoops home. Davila with a pretty play as he used the rim as a protector. We see Brandon Rogers do that a lot. Joseph did it on that one. He's got to pop off the quick pass, but it'll come back out to Sneed. They'll set it back up here. Going to get a carry.
Yeah, good call there.
They'll let some of that go. That was kind of demonstrative, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that goes back, to the cardinal rule of officiating advantage, disadvantage. Does he get an advantage by doing that? If so, then it would be a carry.
They're working hard to get Ches involved with it. Brandon got it somehow, some way out, goes up and puts it home. Brandon Rogers off to a good start here. I think he's got 6 out of 9. 9-7.
Oh, good
Quick
box
tape.
out by Keith.
Lips out. That was a good hard take, but Milo couldn't get it down. Rogers in underneath, tried to drill it underneath to Chesley, and the ball disappears from sight.
Yeah, Keith back at the defensive possession there. It looked like Sneed was going to have an easy putback, be able to put that thing take it off the rim almost and put it down, but Keith doing a nice job of getting in position before he could get there.
Well, Sneed leads in field goal percentage. You can see he's got a 78.8 field goal percentage. Joseph outside. No, won't go. Comes off over. Rogers has got it. Brandon inside to Keith. That'll do it! That will do it. 2,000 points for Keith in the career. Fantastic. And Sneed back the other way. He puts it in. We're going to get a stoppage of play. We'll stay right with this during this stoppage of play, and they'll let the officials know that they'd like to do something special here with the basketball. We'll stay right with it. We're right down there. 2,000 points for his career. So coming into this season, he had 338 points, 432, and then last year 674. 2,000 point as a Moose. Coach Jim Ford down there, very proud coach.
Keith is a legacy of his father, Greg, who scored 1,275 points, bringing the Chesley family to a grand total of 3,275
to do the math real quick.
Points.
So the Chesleys are the leading scorers in UMaine history at 32-75. So Keith following his father, Dan. That's fantastic. Excellent. So a milestone for Keith. And the 2 points gives his team a 2-point lead, so that's fitting as well. And all the UMaine family, they have these shirts, Nate, that say family on it, the men and the women and all the coaches and all that. And this is truly a family organization. We're just so tickled here at Muncie Media, family-run organization ourselves, to be affiliated with all the fine folks at the UMA family. It's just fantastic. And Rogers continues to make magic here. And we'll have Dr. James Connolly, the new UMA president, will be on with us at halftime along with the women's basketball team. They're all coming up for an interview, and that'll be great. Almost thrown away, but tracked down by Blakely. Comes out high, and Tia does a good job of not coming down in the backcourt and getting it back into the forecourt. Milo with it here.
It looked like there was a foot down, though. I don't know. If that might have been one that the officials were a little bit out of position.
Tia looking to penetrate. You got to watch him. Now he's got an open pop in there. Boy, he'll draw that. That's
Number 10, Tier for 3.
Yeah, Tia. We keep raving about him because he's such a good player.
Yeah, if you're going to get a high ball screen, you got to really ride him so he has to get rid of the ball because he's a scoring threat for sure.
Yeah, he's averaging 22.1 per game. He's third in the league, just behind Keith Chesley, and Eddie Kopaz is leading the league. Nice floater put up by Dallas Murray.
Yeah, that is not an easy shot,
No.
especially with, the blocking of Sneed and what he presents down there. He had to go up over the top of him. A fantastic shot there by Dallas and good feed by Brandon Rogers.
15-12, just what we thought, a really good game brewing here. Tia drops it inside to Sneed. He went muscle inside and kicked it back outside for the three-point shot, and as they collapsed on him, Dexter Moore was able to hit the three ball. Ties it at 15.
I almost think, Rob, that if that ball enters down there, that's okay. Let Brandon go one-on-one and play defense against him. I don't think they need to collapse and double yet.
Rogers got it poked away by Sneed, and let's see. Yeah, it'll stay Moose basketball. Sneed's fired up for that.
Yeah, because he's had some difficulty stopping Brandon early on here.
Yeah, well, there's a long line of those folks around the league and around the country. You got to tip your hat to Brandon. Nick Bragg in the game, number 12 here. Didn't see Nick the other night, did we, Nate? I don't believe we saw Nick in.
No.
So maybe he's out with illness and injury and back with us. So Nick's a good player here for the Moose. He's going to bomb away. No. Pulled down there by Blakely. This is Milo with it. Corey Milo. Ooh.
That was a travel.
That looked like funny. Another good play by Tier. Tipped into Sneed. And Sneed gets it tipped away by McGuire now in the game, and Rogers now. So this is a very disjointed sequence. Taken hard and tough finish and count the basket. Going the free throw line here, Dexter Moore, the sophomore guard.
Yeah, very hectic play there in the corner.
So 18-15, three-point lead here. Rogers beats Sneed down the floor, but Sneed recovers quickly. Rogers takes it out. Bragg's got it, looking for help, gets it outside. They don't come out on Rogers. He's head and shoulder faking. Now he draws some traffic back outside. Davila looking for some help outside, gets a pick by Rogers and goes on it, continues to go. Now he's cut off, back outside to Keith. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Bragg's got to shoot it. He does. Irons, no. Rebound, Blakely. Bragg tried to sneak attack Tier on it, but Tier is a terrific ball handler. Puts a floater up, didn't go. But you see how quick Tier is.
Yeah, his handle is something else.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's got a series of instructional things he's doing. He's working with some of the young basketball players around the state. He's got this instructional series that he has. And he's going to be a terrific coach. Boy, nice play by McGuire, get loose. A nice look by Rogers to find him, and Caleb home.
Yeah, they've had that kind of open spot down there a couple times, but it's been collapsed on early on from the Clippers. But that time, Caleb wide open.
Nice move by Tier. Doesn't get it, looking for some contact. Doesn't get the call. Joseph ahead of the pack up. McGuire for two. The big boy ran the floor, and the point guard saw him. Good job by Joseph to pick that one up. Davila had his head up and saw McGuire running the floor. 19-18.
Yeah, Caleb's sneaky for a big guy.
Yeah, he is. He's a good athlete. Yeah. Skip back outside. This is Moore. He's got a long-range one, but doesn't get that one. And Rogers pulls down one of his rebounds, as we said, one of the rebound leaders, the leader in the conference at 14.4 per game. Boy, Rogers is on fire tonight. He is lighting it up here for the Moose. Great start here for Brandon. Great pace to this game, Nate. The officials have taken a back seat to the players, just what you would like. Only one foul call so far in this game. Rogers goes, swoops, lays it in. That's going to get the timeout. by Troy Alley. He's going to take the timeout. Moose lead this one, 24-18. We're back after we hear from Maine Athletic Fundraising.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
Good little run for you for the Moose, Nate, as they go up 24-18, fueled by some really good looks there. McGuire had a couple, and good ball movement, and Rogers has been unstoppable, Nate.
Yeah, so far so good. Brandon's, when his inside-outside game's on, he's always good underneath the basket. There's no question about that. But when he's hitting three-pointers and you have somebody as big as Snead who's got to come out and guard him, it creates such a big void underneath. He's been able to dribble, drive down, take the ball, and make layups and create that void where Caleb's been able to get underneath for a couple easy lay-ins too.
Milo goes left-handed. No. Snead's got the rebound there. I'm sorry, that was Thompson. 33 Thompson in the game now. Milo's going to go, and Rogers will say, that's my picking.
Yeah, Milo's had a tough one so far. He's getting the ball down underneath, but he hasn't been able to finish anything as of yet.
He really hit a funny spot on the floor. Rogers, step back, three. Oh!
I'm just feeling it tonight, you can tell.
Feeling it, strutting it, keep shooting it. That's what you tell him. Hey, listen, if you're the Moose, every time down you get the ball into Brando's hands and get the heck out of the way. Here's a finish that time for Milo. Milo out of Miami, Florida, 6-foot junior.
Yeah, Milo's got a strong game. Take it down underneath. Really nice left hand there.
Boy, they come way out on Rogers as they have to. Bragg swung around to Davila.
Oh, nice there.
Little fake there by Joseph. That was pretty.
I love it because, a right-handed or dominant right-handed player doesn't like to dribble very left-handed very much, but he was able to go ahead and fake like he was going to rotate back to his right and completely fool the defender.
Well, Tiers had some good penetrations, and he hasn't been able to finish his last three as he's split the defense a few times and has laid it up and it hasn't gone down for him. McGuire's got in the Ches with the power move. Wow. Bingo, bango, off three players there and put it home. (31-20), 11-point lead here for the Moose. Milo got cut off. Good help defense there. Tier swings it back outside. Goes Tier. Nice feed underneath. Rolled out for Thompson.
Yeah, and the Clippers just can't make the layup.
They can't finish, can they? They can't finish right now, and it's hurting them. They've got a 11-point deficit to look at. Davila's going. He's throwing everybody. Somebody's open. It's McGuire. Caleb got in, got it stripped away. Keith's on the floor. Big surprise. Keeps it loose. McGuire's got it. Keith gets himself back up. Joseph, a long-range one. No, it's going to iron up. And, yeah, you got to call foul there. It's either Bragg or Rogers.
Well, that's too bad because Bragg was underneath the basket and it just hit the rim just enough. It looked like he was going to end up right in his lap.
So the foul was called on Bragg, so. Second foul on the Moose. No fouls so far on the Clippers, so this has had a fast pace to it, and it doesn't look like, with 8 minutes left, that we'll probably be shooting here, so it could be a fast half. Comes Moore. Good in the corner. Second chance opportunity on the air ball. As that was Ray outside, didn't get it down, and second chance opportunity, 31-22. McGuire comes out, sets the pick. Comes the entry inside to Rogers. Rogers, step back. No. Underneath is Keith. Keith gets molested, but he throws it up there. No.
I love it. His intensity, when that scenario happens, he's got three guys around him. He's not giving the ball up. His focus just gets that much more intense.
Well, I think you made the point last night. It was a nice take and finish for Milo. And I think the point that you made last night on Keith is he almost welcomes the contact and plays better through it. Sometimes he's wide open there and he gets a little trouble stepping on the line there. But he missed the start of the game. Keith got his 2,000 point. Between he and his dad, 3,275 points.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's a lot of points. I'm going out on a limb. That's the highest scoring family in UMaine Augusta history.
Yep. Well, Keith is the highest scorer in the history. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. So, Doc, I'm not sure. There's been one other 2,000 point score. Not sure who. I'll try to find that out. Picked away. There was Keith again. Murray behind his back. But good. You got to credit that time. Milo hustled back and didn't pout on the miss. Nice feed underneath the tier. So the Clippers doing what they weren't doing, as Nate said. They finishing here. Tipped around. Keith's got it. Nobody covers him, so he pops it home. Little offense by accident, but the Moose will take that one.
Yeah, got him open.
35-26.
You can tell the Clippers can take the ball to the hole, and I think right now that extra pass underneath as the defender comes over and leaves the big man open, they've got a couple easy layups.
Rogers.
Yeah, no one's getting above him right there.
Dustin West in the game now, number 13. West comes out high, and now he's going to go down and pick for Chesley. Murray says, nobody covered me, so I'll shoot it. He does. Comes back out to Keith. Noah Thompson thought about the three. Murray now goes, and they're going to call it on Murray. Murray's first, team's third.
I'm a little surprised by the extended stay on the bench right now for Snead.
So stay with us at halftime. Women's team will be up, and new UMA president, Dr. James Keneally, will be up here with us. Tier inside. Second chance opportunity for
nice save by
Thompson,
Dallas.
and Dallas with the save. Noah steps back, but they cover him. A floater. Didn't go down. We've seen Dallas make that. Almost like throwing a knuckleball up there. Tia goes. No. Second chance opportunity. No. Thompson's a board bang. You can see that. Ray with it now. Gets it back around and back outside. They'll reset it. Rory Milo. Milo is going to step back and take a long three. Ironed up. Second chance opportunity. Came right back out in the hands of Thompson. Now we've got some action underneath and the final results.
Pretty good acting there for Ray. Why not, right? He's coming into Brandon. I'd be doing the same exact thing.
Exactly.
Throwing up a prayer and hollering and hooting and falling backwards. Brandon's got a pretty good smile on his face after that play.
Foul went up against Thompson, though. 4 fouls on the Moose. Still no fouls, but 4:54 left. Clippers, 0 fouls. So they've come back. It was an 11-point lead down to 7 now, 35-28. So Clippers playing a little bit better. More finish to their game on the offensive end. Why get it back around. Brandon. No, ironed up. Contested and skip to Tier. Tier on the fly. That's a tough shot. A nice 3-point basket there. Gotta like that one. That was a nice feed coming from Blakely. So, we'll take a look at this one on.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
So we're back here. 4-point lead. Lips and out. Rogers, second chance rebound. And the Keith all alone puts it home.
Number 34, Keith Chesley.
How Keith gets under there without anybody guarding is beyond me, but I almost thought that was going to be one of those scenarios where there's nobody underneath and you muff the bunny.
Tier outside. He's taking a long one. Oh, net. Ben Tier.
Number 10, Ben Tier.
And Tier's tearing it up. He's their high scorer. Joseph inside. Rogers swoops around and drops her home. 39-34. 3:35 left. Back down quickly there at their end, and that was Sneed, who's now back in the game, and not sure what that is. You see what happened there, Nate? Somebody.
Oh, they thought there was blood.
Okay. So I think there is. So there's
blood on the court.
There's blood on the court, right? Okay, so.
Or no, contact.
Oh, contact. Okay, yeah.
I was going to say because look, Brandon's reaching down to touch it. I was like, what's going on there? That's what it is.
You know, blood and all that. You got to bring out Garrett Alley for that. I mean, he'll put a specimen's coat on and stuff like that, and goggles, and come in and take care of it. So Brandon's got to go, and
that's too bad.
Yeah.
They need Brandon in the game. Brandon played all the minutes of the game Tuesday.
Yeah, right, he did.
I think he and Keith both. But maybe he's going to get it back in. And can kind of see him.
Well, the neat thing was he found it.
Well, you're going to imagine it came out due to contact, so you're going to remember where the contact is.
See, the Keith's parents. Chesley's right down below us there. And see if we can get on them. Very proud parents there. Sitting up with the folks that came in to see Keith get his 2,000 point. So we're set to go, and McGuire's got it. Comes into Keith. Keith looking for some room. Swoops it back outside. Noah's out there for three. No. Tia's got it. Got to stop the ball here. He's going to make magic happen. He'll go himself. Laid up. No. Rebound. Volleyballed around. And Davila got it. Almost got it knocked away. Is coming back. Tipping it was Thompson, but didn't go. Davila's got it. In the game now for the Moose, number 23, Jake Cummings. His first appearance here, the freshman guard. He's out of Erskine Academy.
Yeah, Brandon just came in for him.
So, yeah, you don't keep Brandon out. Because he probably shoot better than most guys. One contact in. Follows. Somehow, some way, swoops home, gets it. Self-pass almost.
Yeah, well, he knew right away that thing was going to be long.
Right, yeah.
Fantastic job there collecting his own rebound.
Milo got cut off, brings it back outside. And you see why Brandon Rogers is leading the league at 14.4 rebounds per game. Nobody within four of him, Nate. It's almost 4.5 better than everybody else. Ford of Hampshire's got 10. Miller down at Central Maine Community College. It's got 10. Keith chipping in with 9.8. They're the top rebounders. Joseph goes. He finds a lane and he drops it home.
It doesn't look like much, but it is. The fact that he's able to take that all the way down in will expand that defense. It looked like Sneed didn't even bother to mess with him because he thought Brandon was going to roll after, and he's got to guard him. So.
Number 10, Ben Tier.
So Tier, another basket here as he's tearing it up. He said Ben's averaging 22 a game, and he'll be on that here, maybe by the half. 43-38. Milo goes, crashes in, loops it up. No, Sneed with a second chance, and Ham.
Number 43, Ivory
Ivory Sneed, the big man underneath. And you see why he's leading the conference in field goal percentage, Nate, at 78.8. You don't miss many down underneath like that, and Sneed's a 4.5 in this league to be reckoned with underneath.
Yeah, absolutely, Rob. You can tell he lives right underneath, either side, left or right. You can imagine he cleans up at most games. We've seen them take the ball underneath how many times and miss, layups. He's probably usually there to go ahead and clean those up.
Well, what you got is the cleanup duty's a little harder against the Moose because you got Rogers there with his board work. That time Tier picked Davila. Here comes Ben Tier. Kicks it back outside. Milo with a nice swooping move inside and for two.
Yeah,
closest to one under a minute. Rogers. Swoops in. Oh, there was contact and not called. Whoa. They have let him play. You got to say that. I mean, only 6 total foul call in this half, and they've been getting after each other. Comes out high to Chaz. He's going to hold. Rogers, uncontested 3. He says, thank you very much.
Well, I think off the rotation, the Clippers were completely confused. I mean, I don't know how you let him go down underneath without any contesting.
Shot clock at 16. So it looks like the Clippers want to use this and limit possessions here. So Tier looks to go left hand. Dumps it underneath. What a pretty pass that was by Ben Tier. Woo! So that was Thompson with the finish, but all he had to do was stand there and say, okay, let my little guy give me the ball. 5 seconds left. Murray's going. He's got Rogers outside. Rogers takes some time, shoots it at the buzzer and count it. Well, what a presence of mind Rogers had here, Nate. He had the 3, but it would have been a little force off balance. He knew what the clock was. He stepped inside and banged it home.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year. Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year. Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
We're down here with a host of characters. The Moose have invaded our landing here at the Augusta Civic Center. Dr. Keneally, welcome to the Augusta Civic Center for this great game, this great contest here. Tell us a little bit about what you've been doing here as the new president of UMA.
Really just trying to get a chance to learn a lot about the students and the faculty and staff and the community. And it's great tonight. Our women dominated.
Dominated is right. Undefeated in league play here, still kicking after it. And you just scored your 1,000-point derby. Tell us about it.
It was a very exciting moment. I never thought I would ever get to that point, but having great teammates around me really helps to boost me up and reach a milestone like that you didn't think you could reach.
Well, I'm sure one of the things that you've noticed is they wear the shirts that say family on it. It really, UMA is one great big family, isn't it here?
It is one big family, and also these women are probably the finest representative of student athletes we have in this state of Maine. So.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. I know some of these kids who have been doing the games for a number of years, and we've seen them grow and prosper and do just great things, not only on the floor, as you say, but also in the classroom. And certainly you're 7 strong, but one of the things Nate pointed out here in the broadcast is that you all play multiple roles. So when you go out there, you can come in, like sometimes you're coming in as a ball hand, sometimes you're going to bang underneath.
Yeah, I mean, since there's only 7 of us, we really need to utilize every aspect of the game. We need to be really multi-talented, I guess you could say. All of us can do post moves. All of us can handle the ball pretty well. So we just utilize what we need to in certain game situations.
Yeah, one of the things I noticed, ladies, I'm going to step over here, Dr. Neely, and one of the things I noticed, you're all camped out down there waiting for Keith to get his 2,000, huh? Wasn't that something?
Oh, it was. We were so excited for him.
You know, one of the things I noticed, Morgan, we were talking about the great start you had to the game, and you kind of do some of the tasks that aren't always the glory kind of things, the checkouts, the good defending, the rebounding, and stuff like that. That's the kind of game that you kind of bring to every single night.
Yeah, I mean, if my shots aren't on, I just try to utilize other aspects of the game, like defending, boxing out, trying to get those rebounds.
So we're getting set to go tournament, right? Don't want to look ahead too far, but it could be an exciting time here for Moose basketball as you move to the tournament. And be down there?
We're going to be down there. Also, next Tuesday is senior night. This is Augusta's team, and I want to see the community members of Augusta and the faculty and staff at UMA out here and support our women and our men as they pursue excellence.
One of the best kept secrets around, the men's and women's basketball teams and the sports programs here at UMA. We're proud to be part of bringing this out to these kids' families. You got parents watching down tonight. We said hi to them. We say hi to all the parents, and certainly great representation of what the student
Thank you for your support. We appreciate all your support as well. Thank you.
Great doing. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. We got a great men's game coming back here for the second half. We're saying bye.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
4-point game. We're back here for the exciting second half of action. I want to thank the women's UMA basketball team. Great group of women down there playing for Coach Jennifer Laney, the new UMA president. Dr. James Keneally for his fine work here in the interview, and glad to talk to the good doctor. Going to do great things here for UMA. I mean, we really appreciate the outpouring that we've had here over the years that we've worked for UMA and the fine work done by everybody here. And speaking of work to do, they've got some work to do here. Both teams. Nobody in any foul trouble, Nate, so that's huge. And slasher and driver is Milo. Not Milo, Milo.
Yeah. Milo's got quite the burst.
Yeah, he's a physical player as well. He's going 6 feet, but he's not afraid to go in there and bang around. Of course, the big bang for them inside is Sneed, the 6'7" senior. Misses 2, keeps it at 4. Yeah. Rogers with a huge first half here for the UMA Moose. And Davila, too, he's got that little dipsy-do there that he's like a slinky going through there, kind of. Joseph is.
Well, Joseph has got a great left hand. We've seen him take the ball down the left-hand side, score 6 or 8 points in this game alone. And that really does throw a lot of players off. You're so used to playing right-handed, more obviously dominant-handed, but very much so good shooters on the right hand. They don't shoot left-handed so much, but Joseph is good either way.
Yeah, predominantly left-handed. But he, as I said, is slinky-like on those moves through. Nobody shooting foul shots here to start the second half, and Ben Tia's got the ball. Goes right by Davila. You're in trouble when he goes by because he'll make something happen. The big guy underneath, Sneed. Sneed gets rejected by Rogers.
Yeah, you can't imagine that Sneed's come across somebody who plays that kind of defense throughout the league, being able to go and contest him right at the high point.
Here comes Noah. Back outside to Rogers. I got a 3 lined up. Irons up. No, Thompson came in. He's got it. Woohoo! And we got a foul. So nice hustle play by Noah. And he's over there getting high fives over at the bench. And he should, because he really kept that thing alive. The little things that don't show up in the scoring tally sometimes are the things that make a difference in the game. Well, Keith will get it set again. We saw KJ coverage here tonight, of course, as Randy Whitehouse is here to cover the game and get the game story written up for Keith's 2,000 points. Central Maine boy makes good here at UMA. Going to get a foul out on the floor. Andy Malloy to shoot the pictures. Probably already up online. If we were to have a second, we could check there. I bet Andy's picture of Keith's getting the points is probably up already. Oh, that's a nice inbounds play, but it doesn't go, and there's another miss on an easy basket potentially for the Clippers. 6 points. Noah kicks it back outside. Keith's all by himself out there. Dials it up long range, and Tia comes in. He might have got hit across the bridge of the nose or in the eye, and he's holding himself there. So Ben's going to be okay here. He's going to give it up, and I don't know where he's going. He might have got scratched in the eye here. So Milo with a nice play, and Tia's going to go, and if he's got a contact issue, he's headed right to the locker room, Nate. Nobody heading down with him, so maybe got to wash his eye out or something like that. I hope he's okay. 55-6, they'll miss him for sure.
The trainer working on a crutch down the other side right now. Didn't follow him to what seems like the locker room.
Rogers. Murray's going to hold out to Noah. Noah thought about the 3. Thought about it again. That's pinballed around, and Ray got it down in an easy one for Thompson. Out of Melbourne, Florida.
Well, here comes Tier back now from the locker room. Looks like he's okay.
No on the drive, kicks it all the way over to Murray. That's a tough position for Murray. Rings it out, and a couple of downs and misses here, and a 2-point game into Sneed. He's going to be tough in there. Pretty good defense played that time. Down, it's loose, and who's got it? Vila comes out with it. Ray said, what happened? Joseph stops, pops, no. Rogers over the top. Kept it alive. But out of bounds off him, Bentia back in. That's good.
Yeah, it's amazing. Brandon coming down and being able to just get enough on the ball to change it or alter it some way in the air and give himself an opportunity to get the rebound.
Tia back in and doing the operation. Off follows his shot. No.
You got to imagine something's definitely wrong with his eyes if he misses 2 shots back to back.
Yeah. Both teams a little cold right now, Nate. 50-48. Noah, head and shoulder fake back outside to Murray. He's got a 3 lined up. No, won't go. Good close by Tier on that one. Milo, you know he's going to take it a hole.
So I don't know if you can give him that foul.
Wow. He was kind of fading away on it, you know.
I mean, he did a fantastic job of creating space for himself to get a shot off, but by doing so, he created that separation. There didn't seem like there was much contact, if any. A good timeout here by Coach Ford.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, got to settle things down. 50-48, 16:55 left. We'll come back. MunseyMediaSports.com.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
$16.55 left. We'll let you know that we'll be back here on Tuesday night. It'll be senior night when we come back here, and it'll be NHTI. That's a 5:30 men's start, 7:30 women's start on that one. That's on February 9th. Then we'll pick up the Moose as we go out to do a ram call out there to Uni College. I'll be out there for that one along with Andy Munsing. Zach Plummer. We're sending the JV crew over here to the Civic Center. We'll take the varsity crew out to Uni. Nate and Brittany and Rob Kennedy will be making the call for the NFHS network on high school basketball on Thursday. That'll be a AA boys game, I think, right? That night, Nate? AA boys, I think. Starts with the women and then the boys, the men and the boys. High school, that's boys and girls, and we get here, it's men and women. I sometimes interchange those sometimes. We're tied at 50, by the way. Rogers going one-on-one. He does. He swoops in and gets whacked. It's going to be a foul call. Nobody in foul trouble. Thompson laid the lumber on Rogers. I don't know how to stop this guy. Chop him down like he's a tree.
Yeah, well, Coach Troy Alley electing to change up the matchups, taking Sneed off of Rogers late in the first half and putting Thompson on him, who's done a better job as of late. And an interesting matchup here that we haven't seen but could factor in later on is Sneed is now out on Thompson when he's playing, and he's got to come out and guard Thompson. Thompson's been cold from the three-point line for us, for UMA, but look to see if that'll change up later on.
Well, pull Sneed out. I mean, he's one of the premier rebounds along with Rogers, certainly the two in this game. Little turnaround, rolls out. There's Noah outside. And I just can't get, just missing.
Yeah.
Just missing. Going to be a foul called, and that was Blakely taking it home. He's out of Atlanta, Georgia. Albany, Georgia. Albany, Georgia.
You know, it's interesting. I was just pointing out that Sneed out on Noah. You know, Noah's not used to a bigger, longer defender on him, too. I mean, he's got to get that ball up and out. He's creating a lot of space because he shoots so far off the three-point line. But it does change your shot, obviously, having to go over somebody. So that could be part of why he's been off here lately. I mean, he's taken 3 or 4 3-pointers here in the second half and hasn't made one yet.
Well, he might need to head and shoulder fake Snead and go by him and see if he can't get in. Boy, I thought Snead was in like a day and a half early, but they didn't call it. Tied at 52. This is going to be a good one. We thought it would be. I mean, the teams come in pretty evenly matched here. First game they played, the Clippers won in overtime, 99-90. Nice sweet shot up and down for Dallas Murray, the freshman.
And the steal.
Other than the steal. So bingo, bango. It goes almost another steal as the Moose are getting after it. Rogers got the bound. So good back-to-back plays. Dallas head of the pack. Got Joseph back out. It comes to Keith. Keith takes a runner. No, won't go. Here comes Swoop. No, couldn't get it.
Bernie got Keith right in the face, too. Unintentional. Ooh.
Numbers here. Comes Dallas. He's going to stop, pop, and hit it!
A little surprised here. Coach Alley doesn't take a timeout, but
Murray's been money here the past couple of times down the floor, given a 7-point lead. It was tied, remember, 52. The run off 7, and it's been the Dallas Murray money show on the floor.
Yeah, just not a good pass. You put the ball down for your big man by his ankles, bad things are going to happen.
Keith filling a 3. Got it! There's your timeout. So what a spirit. 10-point runoff here for the Moose. They lead at 62-52. We'll hear from our good friends at Maine Athletic Fundraising. We'll come back, getting excited.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
Work to do there for the Clippers is, you know, you work hard, Nate, you get it tied up and all that stuff, and it's, you know, it was pretty pedestrian there. And then Murray came, hit the shot, got the steal, got the putback, and a couple of inopportune times coming down on the offense and laid the ball out and the steal, and back down they go, and finally ended up with Keith hitting a 3 there to make it a 10-point lead. So 62-52, 14:59 left. So a little Moose magic on that run. We'll see what the Clippers have to answer for their possession here, 62-52.
Joseph with a shirt in his mouth right now, ready to play some D.
That's awesome. Keith with a rebound. Murray to Keith.
There's such a different UMA team than we've seen in the past here. You know, bearing down and playing hard. Making big plays when they need to.
Dallas, no, irons up, but Rogers keeps her play some volleyball and had the setup. New shot clock. Rogers, head and shoulder fake. They stay out, and little shot on that one. Comes Milo with it. Milo going with that patented swoop move, and Mr. Snead.
Yeah, you got to almost start playing that ball off his hip because he's so far out in front. It's a great way to go. I mean, you're not going to go right up against Brandon because he's going to put it right back in your face. So you got to put the ball away from your body, away from him. But as a defender, you got to know that that's coming from him because he's done it all night long.
Yeah, that's how he does it. He didn't put the ball up a traditional layup. He can, as you say, kind of holds that ball to the outside. Nice feed inside. That was nice. But, the bunny went out. Now we're going to get a foul, come back the other way. Is one of those frustrations things by Blakely as the finish didn't get down, and Blakely got the foul called all the way down the other end. And 14 fouls, third on him. 62-54. We've got some check-ins coming here. Dustin West will be in the game. Number 13 here for the Moose. Dustin, of course, out of Madison. He's a bulldog. 6'2 freshman. Murray lays it up. No. Rogers followed. Ches got it. Ches, no. Who's got it? It's loose. Milo's got it. Numbers. Milo. Nice pass to Tier. Got it.
What a finish by Tier. Wow.
Yeah, that was a tough one because that was a tough pass to handle. And He was almost going up in the air before he got the pass. 62-56. Clippers have answered well here since their timeout. It was a 10-point lead. Chesley got it, and Milo got in the grill work. Gets called on the foul.
Yeah, well, I think the Clippers here have answered, the energy, the level had increased there, almost like if you're lighting a firecracker off with Dallas's steal, his hit and then his steal, and they were kind of still sitting back, kind of wondering and shaking their head what happened. Now they've answered it, and they've basically been playing the same energy level now as UMA has.
So trying to play a little two-man game between Rogers and Chesley. Chesley come off it to the outside. It won't go. The ball's loose. Tier's got it. Here comes Ben down the left side. Pulls it back, goes right hand. Swoops in. No. And Davila's got it. Joseph with it. Goes up here to Dallas. Dallas couldn't handle it cleanly, but Rogers has got a three. Irons, no. Tier. Numbers. 4-on-1.
Yeah, take your pick here.
Wow, Mr. Bunny. Good follow, though. Getting it back down was Thompson.
Let's say if Coach Troy Alley saw them miss that second layup, he probably would have thrown the chair on the floor.
He'd have been like Ben Tier running in the locker room. Rogers, little disjoint. He's going to pull the pop back, and here comes Tier, coast to coast with the most. No, won't go. Rebound going to be Moose basketball. So got 11:58 yet. I don't think Brandon stepped out. He looks a little tired.
Yeah. Well,
can you get him? Can you get him a minute or two here, Nate? Maybe, and I wonder if
I'm not sure, because if you take him away offensively, he's got more of almost an impact defensively and rebounding right now. Who they have down there to compete for rebounds?
There's Keith, puts it up, gets fouled. It's a hard thing to do. Exactly right. I mean, if you took Brandon out a little bit and then said, okay, we'll give him a little rest here, and have him get down there and then take a timeout, while he's on the bench there. Maybe that's a way to manage. I don't know. I'm not a basketball coach, but I do play one on live streaming. So we got Murray, Davila, Thompson, Chesley, and Rogers in the 5 for the Moose. Got a check-in coming here, but they're not going to allow it. It's a make-believe. They played right through the buzzer, which they should. They did a good job. They did the Clippers. There's that floater. Boy, that's a pretty shot that Milo puts up, Nate. Boy,
it's
just
really
could go there. It's a hard shot, but he manages to make it look easy.
I mean, what do? You can't force him to one side or the other because he's so good from either one. I guess right now, he's right-handed. Take him, see what he can do from the left-hand side. But if you give him an inch, he's so quick. He's going to do the same thing here.
He goes left and does it.
So I guess that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Try and force him to his left-hand side. Nice
here
shot.
with the defense, and Ches comes, gets bumped, gets fouled, gets knocked down. Dallas ran over to help him up. Keith said, don't hurt yourself. I'll get it myself.
You imagine the difference in the score right now if the Clippers were able to make even half of their attempted layups underneath.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, those are very difficult shots. They're getting down underneath, but the guys for UMA are doing a fantastic job of defending against those layups. I mean, other than that, they would be well up and above right now.
Keith hits him, 66-60. Yeah, so the offensive juggernaut here has slowed down a little bit as a little bit of fatigue has set in here. So both teams are trying to find out where their offense is going to come from here.
Yeah, and just to note this change-up defensively for UMA, Joe Davila is face guarding now Milo. So he just trying to prevent him to get the ball at all.
Oh, what a pass. Rogers not able to finish, but Murray caught him unaware there. It's one of those things funny because, you've got 10 guys on the floor, and 9 of them are kind of sauntering up to get ready. And Murray read it perfectly that nobody was hardly moving, and he just took it on a coast-to-coast. And Brandon all of a sudden realized that he better make a move to the basket, and he did, and he got the ball and got 2 here.
It's a good sign here. This is a good indicator here to see kind of where Brandon is based off of his fatigue level. That first free throw looked really good, smooth, and on target. We'll see what the second one looks like now.
Yeah, we don't have the stats up here, but Brandon's had a bushel full of points. He's, well in the 20s. Yep, looks good. 68-60.
You can see coming up the court that Joe is just face guarding Milo right now, trying to prevent him to get the ball at all.
So let's see if they can get their offense somewhere else. Ray got it right side. Thompson. This is Blakely with it. Blakely, no, over the top it goes. And a chance for the Moose to get that lead back up to 10. They'll have a possession up by 8. Token pressure, head of the pack. Ches has got it. He's going to pop a 3. Looks good. No, back iron. Rebound. Mr. Rogers, I'm in the neighborhood. Comes out. Little contact there, not called. Here comes Ray with it. Pulls it back out, waits for the troops to come. Ray's got it. Dishes underneath the tier. That was a pretty play and finish. 68-62. So good answer there. Rogers has got an uncontested 3, but pulls it back out. Dallas. Yeah!
And they found the hot hand right now in the three-pointer. Fantastic job there by Brandon to give that ball up. Having just got down the court and been a little bit tired and moved it around and found Dallas on the opposite side for the open three-pointer. Fantastic job there by UMA.
Yeah, the Clippers couldn't find the rotation on the defense. Tier came late to try to run at Dallas, but Dallas had plenty of looks at that, and he had a sweet netter there for a 3-ball, 71-62. It's been a good game.
Yeah, one of the things with Dallas's shot, he's not such a quick shooter, fire and let it go. His setup takes a little bit of time. So sometimes when you see the open three-pointers and it seems like that shooter's going to take too much time and they're off, for Dallas it's a good thing because it takes him a little bit more time to set up. So really nice job there. Sometimes that open three-pointer is very difficult to make because you get in your own head, and not for Dallas. He's just a fantastic job setting up and getting a good shot off, and he's made 3 of those tonight.
Well, he's had a game here tonight, exactly. He started the flurry back here, the original 10-point lead with the 3, the steal, the putback, 5 points in a millisecond, and they increased that to 10. They saw the Clippers come back after him, close the gap, but now it's back up to 71-62-9. So they've tried to shut Milo off and say, okay, you've killed us inside. You want to take that, we'll let you do it. Go again, that's going to come off to Ray. Here comes Ray. Back to Tia for 3. Lips out.
It's just been that night for Yumi Machias. And that thing looks like it's supposed to roll in and just creeps over the rim.
They're still very much in this. Yikes!
Wow.
Yikes! We're saving that one. We'll come back to that one. Holy smoly. Joseph looked like one of those things you get up in the game of horse and say, okay, well, you get up in the air and say, what am I going to do? We'll show you what he did in a minute. It was fantastic. I have no call for it. Oh, what the heck?
I'd call the timeout here if you still got the possession.
Keith with a 3. No. Dallas in the trees. Let's take a look at Joseph here. This is fantastic. Go ahead with this, Nate.
So this is on the pre. Fantastic shot.
Wow. Yeah, it's like horse. You're trying to create something. You go up in the air and go, woo, woo, woo. And then it goes.
I mean, so on the flip side, Rob, UMA's making shots like that.
That's right.
And then you look at what UMA Machias has got. They've taken the ball down underneath, and they're just missing bunnies.
Yeah.
It's just one of those, head-scratching nights for them.
Boy, that might be the Joseph play of the year right there. What a move that was. Jumping up fast on the defense. Almost making a steal was Nick Bragg. He's in the game, number 12. Ches has got Ray. Three-point shot outside, and Brandon's got himself another rebound and a little get out of my neighborhood. Dallas way out. Got stepped in by Tier. Tier's got numbers, got Milo ahead. Tier's going to go left-handed, put up and home. Tier's been really good tonight. Done a lot of good things tonight.
Yeah, he's a guy.
Does.
He's got to touch the ball almost every offensive possession for them because he's either throwing for an assist to making the layup or making good shots from the outside. He's the only one for them tonight who seems like he's been on par.
So Brandon took it in, got fouled. Well, you get similar situations, kind of, Nate, when you take a look at the rotation now. Of course, the Clippers and Coach Troy Alley, he's kind of limited as to what he can do because he doesn't have a big bench at all. He's only got a couple of guys.
Yeah.
One sub, it looks like now. Down there, they've got some other guys, but they're not dressed for the game tonight. Coach Ford's got a few more players and has been able to go a little bit deeper. But, the lactic acid is starting to build up in those legs here for both teams a little bit. It's going to be a battle of a mind over matter here. And as we say in the old coaching business, fatigue makes cowards of everybody, and you hope that teams can push through this. Tia certainly's got a great motor. I'm telling you, that is as pretty a play as you'll see right there. So Tia single-handedly keeping the Clippers in. He's one of the guys that's finishing for him. Joseph out front. Boy, they ran at Dallas that time. They said, ooh, comes to Rogers. Rogers thinks about spinning. He does spin. He does put it up and in.
This might be one of the best games I've seen Brandon play.
Comes back outside to Ray. Ray wants to go on Dallas. He doesn't. Gets stripped away inside. Comes Dallas. Ahead of the pack. Joseph went, and he skidded. Couldn't help it.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a wet spot down, because it was odd. He collected it enough, but then his 2 feet did pat there.
79-66. 13-point lead here with just under 7 minutes left. Tia's kept the Clippers in this thing.
Yeah, and if you're UMA, you're okay. You want the ball out of Tier's hand here.
Oh! Boy, what a play by Rogers. Rogers not only made the block, but he blocked it right back into the grill work of, I think it was Ray was on the floor, and he got a face full of basketball, and it rolled off his scissor out of bounds. We'll cue that up for further look. Keith, tough shot. Oh!
Hey, there's always one of those from Keith every single game. I mean, he puts himself in what seems to be a really poor place to be able to shoot the ball, but he makes it. So then you're left thinking, well, hey, all the more power to you. Take that shot.
81-66.
UMA.
Yeah, use some shot clock down on this trip if you can, I think. And they do. Back outside, they're rolling around here. Dallas came through somehow, put up a floater out of bounds. Let's see, it's going to be off Chesley, they say. So he says it wouldn't be. I'd tell you if it was off me, it wasn't.
Dallas trying to get the ball out.
5:51. 81-66. Entertaining tilt here on this Moose call. Glad you're with us. Game started with Keith Chesley getting his 2,000th point. Keith's way over 2,000 now. Well outside. Dallas goes down skittering. Dallas is Jeekers.
Yeah, I didn't see that. He's looking for a call, so.
Yeah. Either that or an ambulance. Here comes Joseph in. Back outside it goes to Bragg. Bragg, irons no. Followed by Rogers. And we're going to get a timeout. So we got timeout, I believe, on the floor. Let's see, what do we got? Let's hang on here a minute. Yeah, we got timeout. Okay, so why don't we stay right here? We'll set up the... we do want to thank our friends from Maine Athletic Fundraising. Let's take a look. Don't we have something queued up on the replay, Nate? Did we have that? Did we lose it?
Yeah, we're going to watch...
it was Rogers' play there and knocking it out of bounds, I think, off Ray.
Yeah, it's a block by Brandon.
Insult to injury there. Well, it's been a matter of, UMA playing hard and making things happen for them. Clippers are playing really hard, too. They certainly are. And, they're playing with tremendous heart and soul and effort and all that, but they've just lacked a little bit of the polish at the end to finish that the Moose have had here tonight. And the Moose have hit some very athletic shots. I think of the one that Joseph had going in and the spinorama move inside. Ray going to take it and get pushed. Not a foul shooting situation, only 5th foul. Clippers have 10. So that kind of factors in here with 5:07 left. 83-66. Clippers need some instant offense, and they haven't shown many 3-ball capabilities. There's one thrown up but not down. I'm going to come the other way. So I don't have 14, so I'm not sure who that was that's in there, number 14 for the Clippers. So that's why I hesitated on that call. But we're up the other way. Dallas Murray, 5'8" freshman, Newport, Rhode Island, went to Downey Christian School. He looks like a gym rat, doesn't he, Nate? I mean, he just looks like one of those kids you'd find, hanging around the gym saying, hey, got a game somewhere? Hey, want to have a game? Let's play a game. Comes off, kept alive. Comes out high. Here's a three-pointer if they can get it, and they do. That's a good one. They needed that one. That was Blakely on the three. Here comes the pressure. But you wonder what's left in the gas tank, to press here when the kids have been playing the whole game. These are long games when you get no substitution. And
this is a big difference here in this UMA team than we've seen in the past years. They've got a couple guys here that can really handle the ball and kill the clock. Make shots like that.
That's kind of night it is.
Gets a ball taken away, gets it back, and shoots a foul shot.
Yeah, Dallas says even when it's not going right, it's going right. Well, there's the 3-ball that they need right there. Going to get a quick timeout here. So we'll take the timeout as well. We'll come back. 4:17 left when we come back after this.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
Been quite a night here for UMaine basketball. I want to get you up to date on the women's game. That was an 82-33 win as the Moose women stay undefeated in league play as they move to 11-0 on the year in league play. Of course, we had them up here at halftime. That was terrific, and I want to thank them for coming up. And they were joined by their number one fan, Dr. James Keneally, the new UMA president. Nice to meet Dr. Keneally, and he had some nice things to say about our participation, bringing UMA basketball to the world. Got a little deal going on here. It's going to be a foul on Keith, so let's see, that's his third. Nobody in foul trouble, and the Moose come up with some pressure of their own, 87-72. Clear the track. And that's been that in a nutshell. If we were going to put a replay up, that's what we'd put up, as Thompson came down with a layup and didn't get it home. They just have not been able to finish.
But, I mean, granted, Brandon's stuck down on it. You got to shoot up over Brandon. I mean, that's no easy task. Even at the next level, I think Brandon is definitely a next-level guy in comparison to this league.
Yeah.
And even within the divisions itself, especially how he plays. So to be able to go up over him, it's going to alter your shot, even if it is a layup. Either you're, coming off the backboard a different way, or you got to go up over the top of him. That's so hard.
Well, new shot clock, and Moose probably want to use some of it. Yeah, that's what Coach Ford's calling for. Because let's chew on that TikTok. Brandon out high at the free throw line. They clear the track. He'll go home.
Number 15, Brandon.
I mean, that's easy for him.
Yeah.
He's going to go ahead and swipe you and go to his right. If he gets on your hip, he's going to make the layup. You really got to foul hard there and prevent him to be able to get the ball up, which is, again, almost as difficult as if you're trying to lay the ball in over him.
So I think that's going to be 5 on Thompson. He did a nice thing. He was frustrated as all get out, but he held his composure. Well, I like to see that rather than making it all about him or whatever. Of course, he played hard. He's frustrated, and you got to give the officials just what they do is they just turn it back to him and let him have his little moment here because they're competitors, and that happens. A lot of people don't understand that. Gee, because too many people are like sofa competitors. Those, if you played, you're going to have those frustrations. He get rid of his frustration when overshook Coach Ford's. And I really like that. That showed me something right there. These good kids on the end with Chias. Comes Noah, going to weave back out. Ray's on him, but Noah gets it over to Joseph, and all alone is Keith for the easiest putback he'll ever have. A little over-exuberance on the PA call on that one, not that high. But all great stuff for Keith here, I'll tell you that. What a night for him. 2,000 points combined with his dad. He's leading the UMA family, 3,275 points I wrote down. Wow, you can't even fathom that. Noah's got it outside. Oh, nice hesitation. Noah goes in and skitters out of bounds. And
yeah, Adam, fantastic handle there. Spun the ball back to himself. A little English on that one. Fooled the defender, was able to go up. Almost got it home.
92-72. Pivotal time in this game, Nate, was with the little, Dallas Murray show there, getting out by 10 points. He had the quick 5 points, went out to, and then nice timeout by the Clippers. They came back out of that timeout and whittled it right down again, got it down to about, I think it was maybe 5 or 6, Nate.
But it's been the free throws. I don't think UMA has had very many misses because Keith got fouled there after the Dallas, and they got it back. Keith got fouled a couple times, hit all his free throws, and they really haven't missed since then.
Milo with a floater.
Yeah,
he pushed off. He's gone. Goes right to the bench. And
yeah, it's a frustrating night here for the Chias.
Yeah, they played a hard game, did Milo. He's been
you
good.
got to imagine it's a little bit out of character for them, the way that they're acting right now. I mean, they miss a lot of those layups. It seems like they've got more than the capability to get to the hole. I mean, we saw that. They were beating guys left and right, but they couldn't finish.
Yeah, they're 8-3 in the league, Nate, coming into this, and the Moose were 6-4. This is a nice win for the Moose, over somebody they're competing with for, playoff seeding and all of that. The Elite Eight will take place. It'll be, trying to get my bearings right here. We'll go through, it's the second week of our high school tournament coverage, so it's a couple weeks away from this weekend.
Yeah,
so
it's 2 weeks away.
2 weeks away. Okay. So you can pick that up on CMCC. They'll be live streaming that, I'm sure, and I don't know if it's a pay-per-view or how they do. Ray muscles in and puts it up and down. They said that was Moore, I'm sorry, on the basket. Here comes the pressure. Moore on the coverage of Keith, and Keith goes behind his back and makes the ball disappear. Murray's got it now. Tier on him. I think Bentier's played the whole game except when he had to run to the locker room and take care of that contact or whatever he had for a problem. He's a terrific competitor, too. Shot clock at 3. It's got to go up. It does, and doesn't go, and that's a shot clock violation. But that makes the clock tick down to 1:33. So 96-74. Congratulate the Moose. They're going to move here on the season league play, and that's the important one. They're going to go to 7-4 now, and they'll go to 12-13 overall. They'll play again on Tuesday night against NHTI, knocked out of bounds. And those will be big games as well, as everybody's looking to, play your basketball heading in the tournament. We saw a couple of years ago what it did with the Moose women there as they went down the tournament. It's not one of the top seeds, and they knocked off Central Maine Community College, and next thing you know, they got a national bid. They got their sights set a little higher this year, that's for sure, do the women. 1 minute approaching here from behind. And we'll get the foul.
I don't know if the foul here is really...
Yeah,
I think it's too far out. If you're a player, you're thinking, oh, geez, you get in this scenario, but I think at this point it's too far out. We're at a minute. Really no need to foul.
So we had a sweep the other night of the Moose teams. The women and men swept. And they look as if they're ready to sweep again. They beat... No, we didn't sweep the other night. No,
the men
no,
lost,
we split the other night. The men lost.
Yep. All that build-up just to say they lost.
I know. Jesus.
But here's the thing. They played so well on Tuesday night.
Yeah, they did.
And they carried it over tonight for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why we pay the kid there. Come up with save Dad when he starts to flounder. The games run together a little bit for the old guy. Start talking about 1968 before you know it here. I remember some game that happened there. Pop outside. Now they start dropping down in the Port Troy Alley. The coach is saying, we needed that a little early. Under a minute. Just going to hold it outside, and we'll see what the dispensation is, whether they want to foul. Dallas, tricky dribbling, doing a little globetrotter work here himself. Killing the clock down to 7 seconds on the shot clock, so he's going to now go and float, puts it up and get it tipped away, and ball comes over here, and pop from the corner's good. That was John Batson. Ray went up in the air and thought Keith was going to move, and Keith stood his ground, and Ray went, I'm going to come down on this guy, and did a good job of avoiding anything dangerous, did Ray, so good job there. So we wish the Maine Machias men and women continued success as they continue their season. Safe trip home as they head back down east. Luckily the travel will be okay tonight.
Yeah, beat the storm.
Maybe going to head to the coast. The old teacher's looking for a snow day tomorrow. I'm hoping we'll get maybe enough snow in the morning. They'll say stay in bed. That'll be all right with the old guy. I'll take that. My goal in my teaching career is I want two things to happen. I want a late start and an early release on the same day, and then I will retire one more time if I ever get that in my teaching career. Well, that's going to do it here. Good win for the Moose men. It's 100-81. Congratulations to Keith Chesley as he's got the game ball here. He should keep that one and take it home with him, and he will, as Keith scored his 2,000th career point at the start of this game tonight. A lot of respect you can see down there. These guys play against each other year after year after year, and there's a lot of respect between these kids in this league. Well, that's going to do it for those of us at Munzing Media. For Nate, for Brittany, I'm Rob. We will see you next Tuesday from the Augusta Civic Center for NHTI at the Moose. Till then, good night, everybody.